Hi everyone and welcome. So today we're going to focus on what are your person's feelings during this time. The intention is to channel for those who are experiencing some kind of separation from their person. This person can be, it can be a romantic connection, it can be a family member, or just like a plain old platonic relationship, with a friend, somebody that you're experiencing some kind of distance from. Okay, so we have three piles to choose from. We have the first one is Labradorite with the Illest Tarot, which was renamed the 90s Tarot. We have Smoky Quartz with the Light Seers Tarot, and we have the Malachite with the Sakki Tarot. So take a few moments, choose whatever pile is calling you. Feel free to, choose more than one if more than one seems to pique your interest, and timestamps will definitely be posted below. And let's get into it. Hi, pile one. So if you chose the Labradorite with the Illest Tarot, also known as the 90s Tarot, this reading is for you. So we are going to just check in with the tarot first, and then we'll pull some oracle cards and then some messages from your person, whoever is on your mind at this time. Okay, so let's just see, what are your person's feelings during this time of separation? What is pile one's person's feelings about the connection during this time of separation? What is pile one's person's feelings during this time of separation? How many cards is that we have? You can take them. We have the Hierophant. There's 5. This is so interesting because I did this reading yesterday. Okay, so I did this reading yesterday, and what happened was that the actual recording got deleted, and these exact 4 cards came up in the reading. The Hierophant came up as a clarifier for one of the cards, but I don't remember which one it was. It came out this way. So you know what? I'm going to position it the way that it came out yesterday. And it was for pile 1 and this deck. So I guess this message really needs to come across, and we'll leave out 5. Okay, so pile 1, your person is experiencing some kind of karma for how they've treated you in the past. Whatever caused this separation between you two, they're taking the blame for a lot of it, and it's really like keeping them up at night. They feel like they deserved this separation or losing you, and now they're experiencing the loss, and it's not sitting well with them. It's keeping them up at night. It's just, they're driving themselves crazy with, just overthinking this situation between you guys, and they're really not, they're not handling it the best that they can. What I will say is that this is happening because the universe wants them to become a little bit more spiritual or more in tune with their higher selves. They're probably wanting both of you to, during this separation, the universe is trying to get you both to do some inner work, some kind of shadow work, you know, because in that way I feel like you guys are mirroring each other, where you both need to do this internal work. It seems like because I'm using this deck and Alana has, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Broad City, but Alana, it has her ears covered, and so it seems like she is a little more hesitant to get on this new path and this journey. It feels like this person has probably been lacking. The universe has trying to, you know, been after them for a while to get on with their spiritual growth, but they've been delaying it. And now that it has been, their comfort has been threatened, you know, because I feel like they were very comfortable with you. And, you know, now that they're experiencing some kind of karma for how they treated you, the universe is like, are you gonna listen now? You know, are you gonna work on yourself now? Because by covering your ears and not listening to us, it's just creating more chaos in your life. And so this is kind of like, you know, Abby is kind of like the universe looking at them like, are you you know, are you serious? You know, you have so much work to do on yourself and you're just gonna cover your ears and pretend like you don't. Well, we're gonna show you what happens in your life when, or what you can lose when you don't do your spiritual work. And so now they're at this kind of this place where they don't feel happy. They feel threatened, you know, in a way. They completely deserve what they're experiencing because of the energy they had put out, you know. This is previous momentum or previous manifestation, you know. They could have been manifesting by default. And so, you know, they understand how they created the situation with you, but they're still like dragging their feet. They don't want to do the spiritual work. And they're doing everything that they can to not have to do it, but, or at least they were, but now they're like, okay, this is, they kind of, it was like a slap in the face, you know, and they're like, they're kind of being awakened at this time because they don't want to experience any more losses, especially, you know, at this caliber. They value you, they value this connection a lot, or they know that they can't do better than you. So whether they probably have disrespected you, or, you know, they took advantage of this situation with you, and now that they've lost it, they're kind of like, oh man, I understand how I created this, and so I just don't want to hit rock bottom, you know, or maybe they have, or they don't want to go any lower than they are right now. I think it's really shook them up. But it's just, you know, a part of the process, a part of their growth journey, and the universe is really calling them to do their work. So let's get some clarifiers. Can we get a clarifier for 9 of Swords, please? Let's get a clarifier for 9 of Swords. 5 of Cups. And it's just, you know, when I say the universe, people can say God or, you know, Allah or whatever they want to choose. I choose to say universe. And so in yesterday's reading, like I mentioned, it's just interesting because this card, 5 of Cups, was at the bottom of the deck. So let's continue. I will tell you the message, but let's continue, because clearly whatever they want to say needs to be said for whoever is watching this reading right now. We have Judgment, Ace of Pentacles, also a card, you know, I'm just going with it, also a card that came out, and you guys see that I'm shuffling. So let's see. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Clarify the Fool. Ten of Cups. And finally, for pile one's person, what are they feeling at this time? Let's clarify the Hierophant with Nine of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, they have Three of Swords. So this person definitely understands what they lost. They understand your value, whether they did or not while they were with you, or, you know, during, while you guys are still talking. I'm getting the impression that they did not. And now that you're gone again, now that you're gone, they are suffering. They're scared, basically. They're scared to lose you permanently. They understand that what they had with you, they will probably not get with anybody else. And they will not be as satisfied or emotionally fulfilled like they expect to be with anybody else, you know, or like they imagine a relationship should be emotionally fulfilling. They don't think that they're gonna get that with anybody else. They think that you are like their prize. Like when you came into their life, they probably were very in their own, they were probably okay with solitude, or they didn't have real faith in love, or they just, or maybe they were sidetracked. They didn't really, they focused more on their job situation and monetary material things. And then when you came in, you kind of brought in this, the emotions in them that they weren't really used to, you know. And so now they want to put in some work. They want to come through with a new offer, but they understand that in order for this to work between you guys, they are going to have to put in this work. They are going to have to do their shadow work. They're probably going through some kind of ego death as well, and that is very triggering to them. I'm sorry for the shadows, I'm just noticing, but I can't really move the light at this time, so I'm just gonna try to be on the sides. So they have to put in the work to win you back. It's not saying whether they really deserve you. That really depends on your individual situation. You have to determine that for yourself. But they are willing to make significant changes, seek some kind of therapy, or just really, you know, seek advice from other people or the right kind of support. Okay, so let's pull some oracle cards. I honestly find it crazy how almost every single card from the reading that got deleted yesterday came up today for the same pile and the same deck. That's wild. So let's see. We have the Price of Love Oracle. What is pile one's person's feelings during this time of separation? Surrender. Know your worth. Dead end. Pile one's person's feelings during this time of separation. These in between days. Fate. Bottom of the deck is reciprocity. So what I'm getting is that there's kind of a lot of codependent behavior that was going on while you guys were together. And so because you were afraid to let each other go, it really led to some toxic behaviors, and basically you guys ended up together longer than you should have because of your resistance to letting go. But now that this ending has occurred, you just have to surrender to the process, work on yourselves individually. At least this person is thinking, not only do they know your worth now that you're out of their lives, but they also have to see their own self-worth, right? Because that's the only way that it's going to be mirrored and reflected in the relationship if you guys were to come back together. I do think that this ending was meant to happen. It is definitely, divine protection. They interfered because the way that you guys were going, at the rate you were going, it was not healthy for either one of you. It was a dead end. And I think you both know that. And so at this point, it's like the universe interfered. They got in the way. They said, nope, we're just gonna end this right here. You guys are gonna really see that arguing all the time, or this disagreement, or just this incompatibility is how things are gonna stay unless you do the work that needs to be done. So everything that's happening right now is meant to happen, and you're being asked to surrender to the process. They're being asked to surrender to the process. So again, you both may not be communicating so much right now, or if you are, it's very minimal. You're giving each other the space that is needed while you both work on your inner healing and work on self-love and self-worth. Let's pull some more oracle cards. This is the Melanin Pop Oracle. So let's get some more messages. What are pile one's person's feelings during this time of separation, during these in-between days? commitment. We have slow and steady. We have clarity. Oh, we have desert, but clarity is one of the keywords. And unavailable. Bottom of the deck says long distance. Just more confirmation that this separation is necessary and created by the divine. And so you both need to trust the process, okay? It's gonna take some time because healing is non-linear. It's definitely, you know, it's years and years of undoing and revealing and healing. So, you know, anything can come up, and it's just gonna take longer than maybe you both would like because you both missed each other. But you need to focus your energy, your commitment to yourself, to yourself. So you need to be committed, not to this person at this time, but to your healing journey. And they do as well. I think this is what's really, I know that I keep giving you advice, but it's really how you guys are mirroring each other. They need to commit their energy to their healing journey, to their growth, to their own self-discovery. You both have been delaying this for quite some time, and there's no way that you can move forward positively in either one of your lives, both either together or individually, unless this work gets done. So let's get some messages from your person. What is pile one's person's feelings during this time? What's pile one's person's feelings during this time? We have, this feels too good to be true, but we should give it a try. Pile one's person's, I respect you so much. The rest is still unwritten. I'm in love with you, but I'm unprepared to care for this love. My heart feels so warm when I think of you. I want to travel the world with you. And at the bottom of the deck it says, everything reminds me of you. So I think it's pretty clear that this person has you on their mind a lot. If they didn't respect you before or value you before, they do now that they're experiencing this void with you no longer in their life. I'm in love with you, but I'm unprepared to care for this love because they have not done this internal work. They have not treated you the way that you need to be treated, that you deserve. They have not shown you that they really value you, and that has come across. That I feel like that has been what has been the main cause of arguments between you. But they do have this loving feeling towards you. They do hope that they can reconcile with you and probably apologize for anything that they've done wrong. They do want to continue life with you, to travel with you, to do fun things. They're hoping that you guys can get in a better, healthier place where you can actually have fun together. And they want to manifest and create a new beginning. So I think that's what their focus is turning to. It's being redirected to this inner healing in order for them to get more in tune with the universe and understand how to work with the laws of the universe, and then rewrite the story of you and them, and write one in a way that is happier and healthier and more fulfilling for both of you. Okay? They are scared. They don't know how to handle this because they've never been in a situation like this before. But because they have never had this kind of experience, they're understanding what it would mean to lose you completely. So they're feeling threatened, they're feeling scared, and because of this, they're willing to put in effort that needs to be done, or they're willing to do this work. We're going to end this reading with some advice or just some kind of guidance from the romance angels. Let's just see what the angels have to say. For pile 1, what are your person's feelings, or what kind of guidance can we get for you for this situation between you and pile 1? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, so it's your call. Ultimately, it's your call on whether you want to continue with this person or not. If you want to move on or not, regardless of whether you choose to be with them or you choose to move on. You deserve true love or a healthy relationships in all areas of your life. But I really do feel like this is some kind of soulmate or partnership. If you choose to reconcile, you will be able to create a partnership that you know you both are capable of receiving, or one that you both have envisioned for yourselves but weren't unable to get to that place because you have been delaying the inner work. So when you get that kind of healing, get that kind of therapy, this relationship could be something worth waiting for. And if you choose not to go in that direction with this person, you can still receive that with another person. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 1. I hope that this message resonated with you. If it did, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really love to hear how it resonates with your energy and your situation. So I hope that you were able to receive the guidance and clarity that you were looking for. Okay, pile 1. So until next time. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the Light Seers Tarot with the Smoky Quartz, this reading is for you. Today we're going to look into what your person is feeling during this time of separation, during this in-between days that you guys are not talking or experiencing some kind of distance, okay? So let's just get right into the reading. If it ends up resonating with your energy, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting down below about how it relates to you and your situation. I would love to hear it. So let's get into it. Pile 2's person. What are pile 2's person's feelings during this time of separation, during these in-between days? Pile 2's person. We have Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Pile 2's person's feelings during this time of separation, during these in-between days. King of Wands. Pile 2's person's feelings during this time of separation. Knight of Wands. Yep. At the bottom of the deck we have 10 of Wands in reverse. What I'm getting here is that your person and you have really connected at a deep level. You both are highly valuable people in your own lives individually. I think that you are very successful, and this person is also extremely successful in their own life, and you both are extremely attracted to each other because you feel like your energies match. You have come together during this time to experience some kind of intensity. You know, I think that you both have in a way given up on love, or, you know, it's been a long time since you both have been stimulated in that kind of way. I think that you both have high standards, and there's not many people that can potentially like reach those standards. But when you finally met, it was like an instant attraction. It was kind of like that finally moment, you know, where your prayers on both ends have been answered as far as, you know, manifesting the type of person that can match your energy, you know, like a power couple. This is definitely a power couple dynamic. And the only thing is that I think that it came at a time where you both were unprepared, even though it's something that you both want. I don't know how immediately you want to settle down. You know, I feel like you both are very busy people, people that have their own lives, or a lot of people, you know, are demanding your attention, and you guys both have a lot of ambitions. But you're wondering how to mesh your life together, if that's even gonna work. You know, you both are probably doing completely different things, and you don't want each other, you don't want the other person to give up any of their passions, and you also don't want to give up any of your passions and for another person, you know. So like, you're trying to figure out how to make this work. I do get extreme power couple vibes, you know. And it's also like, do you want to settle down and create a family? I don't think that either one of you are prepared to do that in your life right now. And if you were, it would require a lot of planning, a lot of compromise, and quite frankly, I don't think that you guys are ready for that kind of commitment at this time. You're too committed to your passions, you're too committed to your goals, and you're motivated to move forward in those areas. But this connection was so powerful that you're wondering if you'll be missing out by letting this go. And I think that's where you guys are at right now. I'm gonna pull some clarifiers. So we have, for the Queen of Pentacles, what are your person's feelings during this time? Queen of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles for pile 2. What are this person's feelings during this time of separation? The Tower. Yeah, they were not ready for you. As much as they see your value and think that you guys could be really great together, they were not expecting this kind of connection. I think it was instant. Butterflies can be significant, transformation, seeds, nuts, but you know, with the squirrel, but planting seeds. Four of Pentacles. Let's clarify the King of Wands. Pile 2's person. Three of Cups. And the Nine of Wands. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Temperance. The bottom of the deck is the the bottom of the deck is the Star. If you end up being the Queen of Pentacles and that is your energy, I don't think that this King of Wands is ready to commit just yet. I think they're highly ambitious. I think that they probably make a lot of money. They probably have a lot of businesses or just a lot of things that's motivating them in the material realm, in the work realm, and they are just not ready to direct their life in some sort of settling energy. Not saying that they would settle by choosing you, but settling down and grounding in that way is just not something that they're prepared to do right now. They do want to find some balance. I think that because they have not found a lot of people that are on their level, any kind of interaction that they've had with other people just didn't stimulate them mentally. Even if they have been with other people, before meeting you and even after meeting you, if they have been with other people after you, it's not like they have, and it's not like they've forgotten you and the intensity of this relationship and anything of that sort, but it's more like, I need to just keep doing me right now. But they do want to create more balance. I do think they want to keep you in their life and stay connected to you because they don't want to lose you entirely just because they are not ready to commit. They want to remain connected, but they're not willing to make any compromises at this time. You guys could have experienced something very spiritual together, or just recognize that this is a deep soul connection, that you were brought into each other's lives for a reason, for healing purposes, to balance each other out. They respect you to the utmost high. And they hope that you are not taking it the wrong way just because they're choosing to go in a different direction. I think they were already leading elsewhere. I think you do understand, because your life is just as busy, and so you're kind of in this surrendering mode. You're both in this, go with the flow kind of energy. I think the divine is interfering during this time where they're trying to get you both to see the value of grounding and settling down, even if it's not immediate, giving you both something to look forward to for the future. Maybe you guys met out one day, where you were just at a social event and you were just expecting to hang out with a person, or it could have been an online dating app, or that kind of thing, where you were just not looking for something very serious, but it kind of ended up happening that way. So again, you're both unprepared at this time, but you want to keep each other, you want to keep this relationship going, or this connection going, in any, I believe it's in any kind of form that you can have, as long as you stay connected some way. You created some kind of deep bond, and they're not willing to let that go anytime soon. Okay, so I'm gonna get some oracle cards This is the Price of Love Oracle. Let's just get some Oracle cards for pile 2. What are their person's feelings during this time of separation, during these in-between days? We have number 23, drama. Pile 2's person's feelings during this time. Interference. Pile 2's person's feelings at this time. Unfinished business. Pile 2's person's feelings at this time. Reciprocity. Yeah. And the bottom of the deck is healing. So they do find this connection with you to be very healing. Right now, there's a bit of drama because you are being forced to separate. There's clearly this interference between you two, and this unwillingness to settle at this time, but they plan on coming back to you. They plan on you guys reconnecting, and it's something to look forward to. Madonna has a song called Get Together, and there's a line the lyrics goes, if it's bitter at the start, it's sweeter in the end. And maybe I'll try to find the song, or if I remember, I will put a link to the video below. That line, if it's bitter at the start, it's sweeter in the end, that is what I'm getting here. They're a bit bitter that they had to leave you behind and they weren't prepared for this kind of connection with you, but they know that this separation, and by creating more balance and in a way that is going to be able to open roads for a relationship, that's what's gonna make coming together sweeter in the end, you know. And by having all this trouble and this drama in the beginning, you guys are gonna understand the value and worth of this connection. You know, you guys are gonna have done all of the healing and work that needs to be done separately in order to come back together and enjoy life and a relationship the way that it's supposed to be experienced, okay? So let's get some more oracle cards for what your person's feeling during this time of separation, during these in-between days. What is pile 2's person's feeling? What are their feelings during this time of separation, these in-between days? Do you remember? I always want to sing the song every time that card comes out. Create with me, religious. And I love that groupie came out upside down. Most of this deck is upright, but the fact that they don't want to be your groupie. One night stand came out at the bottom of the deck, and this is confirming what I was saying before. If you guys did meet, let's say on a dating app, and you were just planning on having a quickie, or you know what I mean, something just like something to pass the time, you weren't expecting anything deep to come of this connection, but that's what ended up happening. They really want to keep you in their life. They're gonna remember this connection and this bond with you for the rest of their lives, I think. They see you as somebody who they can create a life with. It's not at this moment, but they want to redirect their life in order to make room for you. You brought out this, they see your light, they see you as angelic, as in tune with the universe, or somebody who's really spiritual. You bring out a part of them that they probably were not in tune with, and that was awoken because of their connection with you. They truly, truly do admire you. They want to follow you, on social media, keep up with you, keep updated on your life. They are hooked. They are really, you changed their life, or meeting you, this experience with you has changed their life and redirected them. And I don't think they've wanted to make this kind of effort for anybody. Like, I really do think that they were okay with being money oriented, or having different things to distract them, dating a bunch of people and not being so stimulated, having these like light-hearted connections and nothing too deep or serious. But now that they found you, and now that they connected with you, they don't want to give that up. They want to move forward with you and create a future with you. So, and obviously I do think that you feel the same way. You feel just as deeply about this connection and see the value of it, and you're just as ambitious and successful, and you're hoping that you're hoping that your wishes will come true, that you both will be able to come back together. You've known each other before. You've known each other in a past life or multiple past lives. You know your soulmates. You look at each other and you see the depth, the fire in each other's eyes when you guys look at each other. It's intense. It's not like anything else. When you guys interact, it's easy. You guys make each other laugh. It's comfortable. It feels very familiar. And it's something that you've been yearning for subconsciously. And now that it's here and being taken away, it feels like a cruel joke. But it's not. Trust the process. Trust that divine timing will bring you both together at the perfect time when you both are ready. And it'll be sweet at the end. Okay, so let's pull some messages. Pile 2's person, let's pull some messages. For Pile 2's person, what do they want to say to you? What does Pile 2's person want to say at this time? What does Pile 2's person want to say at this time? The rest is still unwritten. Those shadows are real big. Connections lead to communication and clear support. Attachment leads to silent expectations and control. So you guys are detaching, allowing, surrendering, and just trusting. And that's what's gonna make this connection stronger, by detaching. I want to commit to you and this connection long term. Just confirmation for everything that we were saying earlier. I'm hurting right now and need time and space to heal. So maybe, you know, they are hurting from past relationships or past experiences that maybe kept them from wanting to commit. And because they do want to commit to you now, even though it's not immediate, they want to heal from the past and let the past go. So once they do that, they're going to make space for this new beginning with you. Okay, pile 2. So what are this person's feelings? Some more messages for pile 2's person. You make me feel seen and supported. Again, that eye contact. It's all coming back to me now. So it's all coming back to me now. That is a Celine Dion song. Some of you, I'm sure, have heard it. It's pretty epic as a song, but it's really about, you know, or what I've gotten from it. I haven't checked the lyrics in a long time, but you know, you and this person, when you guys reconnect, maybe a lot of time will have passed, you know, this long distance. I'm getting a very long distance type of energy. And so it could also be, you know, let me just continue. So when you guys come together, it's all going to come back immediately. Like your feelings for each other, or how you made each other feel, and the familiarity is all going to come back, and it's going to be sweet. But it could also mean, when you guys connected and there was an immediate understanding that you guys have met before, that this is a soul connection. That it's, you guys have met before, and this isn't much deeper than anything that you've experienced with another person. Okay, so the rest is still unwritten. Continue to surrender, let go, trust, heal, connect, keep your heart open to experiencing love, give love. Allow the universe to work its magic. Connect and detach. Okay, so pile 2, we're gonna end this reading with some romance angels, advice from the romance angels, or guidance from the romance angels about this connection. What are this person's feelings during this time, or what advice or guidance can you give to pile 2 about their connection with their person? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Free yourself from any insecurities that you might be having at this time, any expectations. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. This could be the one. And love yourself first is at the bottom of the deck. So because you guys are at a distance right now, just keep the connection lighthearted. especially if there is no commitment at this time between you. Just try not to have any expectations, but keep connecting, you know, the way that you do, and just support each other during this time of separation. This person could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. In a lot of ways, this person feels like you are the one. But because they're not ready, because you're not ready, they want to give you freedom. And they expect the same from you. So as long as you both mirror that, I do believe that the universe has a way of bringing people together in mysterious and miraculous ways. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope that this reading resonated with you, and if it did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting down below, and I look forward to channeling for you all soon. Okay, until then, pile 2. Hi, pile 3. So if you chose the Sakki Tarot with the Malachite, this reading is for you. Today we are going to focus on what are your person's feelings during this time of separation, during these in-between days. Okay, so let's just get into the reading and see how your person is feeling at this time. Okay, let me see. Okay. What is pile 3's person's feelings at this time, during this time of separation? What is pile 3's person's feelings during this time of separation, during these Page of Rods? Pile 3's person's feelings during this time of separation. Pile 3's person's feelings during these in-between days. We have Ace of Rods, a lot of fire energy. Pile 3 person's energy during this time of separation. Four of Cups. Pile 3's person's Nine of Coins. Bottom of the deck we have Two of Swords. So what I'm getting from your person is that they may seem very attractive or very attracted to you, but they are not really in a commitment type of energy. They are honestly, they think you would be better off without them, but they still really admire you and are attracted to you sexually. They want to keep this situation very light, and so they see your value and your worth, but they probably respect you to the point where they don't even want to mess around with you. Even though they are very attracted to you, they don't want to do you wrong in a way. I feel like when they look at you, they think that you deserve somebody who is able to commit to you, or somebody who can really ground themselves in that way, but they're a little bit more impulsive or adventurous, or they're just not really trying to settle down. And so they're open to like hookups if that's what you guys have been doing, or they're open to situationships kind of thing, but honestly they're not really at a place where they want to commit at this time. And it's not really so much to do with you, because again, they do see your value. They think that you have everything going for you, as far as like you're an independent person, you're probably more mature than they are emotionally, and you're probably more intuitive, and you know, you have a good job, or you're going to school. You just seem to have your life together, and they're a little bit more, they're a little bit behind in the way that they don't have everything figured out in their life, and they're not really trying to figure things out. They're just a little more playful and youthful, and they seem very fun, and you're also really attracted to them too. But if you want anything deeper, this is not the person that you're looking for, or that you're gonna need to connect with, because they're not trying to commit right now. So let's see. They're just not ready. It's not, again, it's not anything to take personally. Temperance. But I was gonna say, let's clarify. Pile 3's person's feelings. What are Pile 3's person's feelings during this time of separation, or during these in-between days? Pile 3's person's feelings. Seven of Swords in reverse. Pile 3's person's feelings during this time, during these time of separation, or these in-between days. Let's clarify. Four of Cups. Queen of Coins. Knight of Swords. I think that this person experienced some kind of trauma, or they just had a bad experience in a past love relationship, and they haven't been able to heal from that. And so as much as they see your value, and it could have been a mother figure, or you know, somebody that they grew up with that they have unhealed experiences with. But if you are the Queen of Coins, as much as they want to pursue you, and they know that by letting you go, there's a strong possibility that they may lose you forever, and they might not have this opportunity with you again. They know that they're not ready to offer you more, to offer you what you deserve. So they're really at this, like, they're experiencing a lot of fear within. And what this connection with you has done is it has brought to their attention that they have unhealed energies within them that is causing them to run away from something that is so good for them, that could be a very joyful and emotionally fulfilling experience, but they are not in a place to receive it. Their heart is not really open at this time. And so you have brought that to their attention, and they are beginning to recognize it, but they're still in this fear mode where they are unable to be what you need, to live up to what it would take to be the person that matches your energy. And they're afraid to have their heart broken again. So they'd rather, it's kind of like I got this somewhat of a Peter Pan feel, or just, you know, somebody who's all play and is down for a good time, and you know, somebody that you can go hang out with, and if you don't have any expectations, then they'll, you know, meet up with you and sleep with you, and or, you know, have these very intense sensual experiences with you, but they are not in a place where they are trying to commit. And I don't think that they are really hiding this. Maybe they have told you from the beginning that this is how they are. Yeah, I really don't think that they're hiding this, because the Seven of Swords came out in reverse. Like, I think you knew what type of person this was when you decided to connect with them. And maybe you had hoped, because they're so fun and they brought this wild spirit out of you, that something could be deeper, but they're just proving that they're not ready. So let's get some oracle cards. Pile 3's person's feelings. What are their feelings during this time? What are pile three's person's feelings during this time of separation or during these in-between days? Follow your heart. Pile three's person's feelings during this time of separation. Too many. Pile three's person's feelings during this time. Triggered. Pile three's person's feelings during this time. Mirroring. Surrender. Actually, I think I'm understanding why it came out reverse, so let's just keep it. Breakups and makeups at the bottom of the deck. So when you came into their life, they really wanted to be able to open their heart to new love, to experiencing love, to the richness of this connection, or just the potential of what goodness connecting with you can be. But they were triggered, and they may have ghosted or left you, or you know, moved on in a way. You guys could have argued. I just don't think that you were seeing eye to eye. And instead of trying to fight for this connection, they ended up surrendering and letting go and moving on, because they didn't really understand what was the point of trying to fight for something when, or this connection, when they know in their heart that they're not ready to commit. You know, they were motivated by fear instead of love. And so it left you feeling like maybe you did something wrong, or just disappointed at how things turned out. There's a part of me, I really don't think that this person intentionally meant to hurt you. And they may have told you that they don't want to hurt you, but you may have not listened or wanted to see if you can push some kind of boundaries or get further than the last person. I do think in some ways you may have gotten further or connected to them in a deeper way, but they have the door closed right now or their heart closed when it comes to commitment. Let's get some more oracle cards. Pile 3, person, lock and key. Pile 3's person's feelings during this time of separation, or these in-between days. Pile 3's person's feelings during this time during these in-between days. Desert. Pile 3's person. I do everything, quote unquote. I do everything. Community. This person is running away from the healing that they need to do in relation to love. Their heart chakra is blocked at this time. During this silence, they are gaining a lot of clarity about why they are like this, or why they fear connecting with somebody so deeply, but they are not ready to give up their freedom, to really dive deep into the complexity of their traumas. They would rather just keep on meeting new people and connecting with others and just keep on going out and avoiding being alone with their thoughts, you know. But you have come into their life even though they may have ran away from this connection and ended up hurting you in the process. Just know that this was meant to happen. You came into their life in order to reveal to them what needs to be worked on, and also to reveal to yourself what not to allow from others. You may have tried to push them to be different than you knew that they were. You maybe tried to change them, or you know, you thought you could help heal them when they've told you how they were, you know. And so I do think that in a way this was expected. They're not entirely shocked that things have ended the way that they have, or you guys have ended up, you know, in this place of separation. But it's still painful, you know. It still hurts the ego for sure. And you both may not be sharing how you feel, but the purpose of you guys connecting is not for that. You know, sometimes people come into our lives for this kind of to trigger these unhealed wounds in order to awaken us. You know, so it seems like you may be a little bit further along on your healing journey, and maybe your heart is a little more open than theirs. But if anything, you have stimulated them in a deep and profound way, so that even though they might not be ready now, they're always going to remember you and refer back to this connection with you, and probably even think about what they have lost, or what they have sacrificed, because I feel like they did have to sacrifice this connection with you because they weren't ready. And so in the future, when they end up at a place where they're finally going to confront these issues, they're going to refer back to this. They're going to think back on the memory of you, and they may have some regrets. They may wish that they could have been in a better place when you guys were connected, but they're gonna understand that they had to go through everything that they did in order to finally be at a place where they can face their shadow. And they're delaying the process, but they're just not ready. You're further along on this journey than they are, and we can't force people to change and be ready when they're not, you know? So let's get some messages from your person. Let's get some messages from your person. Pile 3's person. What does Pile 3's person want to say during this time of separation? We have your light shines so bright. We have, I want to plan a future with you as my life partner. Pile 3's person's feelings during these in-between days. It's all coming back to me now. Pile 3's person's feelings during these in-between days. We manifested each other. I ain't gonna chase nobody. It's a Tinashe song. I want to be the best version of myself so I can feel good enough for this connection. And this one came out too, so I'm just gonna leave it there. We have, I miss the way your touch feels on my skin. So right now this person is at a place where they are not, again, ready to commit. So they're not going to chase you if you ended up leaving them because you weren't receiving the respect that you deserve. They do see your value, and they do believe that you guys have a deep soul connection, and that you are a person that they can see themselves being with long term if that were something that they wanted at this time. But it is not something they're in a rush to do. So they believe that they're hoping that in the future maybe you guys can reconnect when they are ready, and that you'll remember that you guys had this deep connection. And I'm not telling you that you should wait for this person. I don't think that they expect you to wait because of how long it will probably take them to get to a place where they would be ready. But I do think that in a way they are trying to manifest you in their future. They definitely believe it was a fated connection for you guys to come together, and that you did manifest each other in the past when you first met, but they're hoping to do the same for the future when they are ready. I think that you stand out. I think that you stand out in a way that nobody else really does to them. I think a lot of people are probably attracted to them because they seem so fun and they're just a very attractive person. They have very attractive energy, and so they're used to being around a lot of people and just making a whole lot of connections and networking, but they see you, like you stand out above all the rest. They've never met anybody like you, and they're fascinated by your energy. They think that you're magical. And they do miss you. I'm not sure how long ago you guys have disconnected. Maybe it was a long time ago. And so now they could be on their healing journey now. If you guys separated like months or years ago, they could be on their healing journey now, and they're thinking back on this connection with you, and they're having some regrets about how they left you and this situation. They sacrificed the situation, and it's led them in a place where they don't feel satisfied. But they know that they needed to go through everything that they experienced without you in order to get to this place, this awakening within themselves. I don't think this person will ever forget you, but they're not sure how to come forward either, because they do want to be the best version of themselves, but they think that you're so good for them. You're too good for them. And they're not sure if they'll ever be able to match your energy. But they do want to be a better person because of you, and I do believe that they're hoping that if they do ever reach some kind of level where they feel like they can mirror you, they're hoping to reconnect in some way, and that you both will be able to feel the love that was once there between you. So we're going to end this reading by getting some guidance from the romance angels. Let's see what the romance angels have to say about this connection. What do the romance angels have to say about this connection? We have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And calling in your soulmate. Bottom of the deck is separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I do think that you guys have been apart for some time now, but I also think that they are trying to manifest you back into their life in a way. They have probably been dreaming about you or just daydreaming about you, just really remembering you, and you've probably been feeling that, and that's why you were guided to this reading, because you were sensing their energy or connecting to their energy subconsciously. You're remembering the good times that you've had together, how you brought this like fun energy. But I do believe that regardless of whether this person comes back or not, just stay optimistic about your love life. Know that you didn't do anything wrong. They were just not in a place where they were able to receive the love you had to offer. And even if this person and you don't ever reconnect again in the 3D, just stay optimistic about your love life and know that there is somebody out there that will mirror you and the love that you have to give, and they will mirror you in a way where they will be able to offer you that love as well, and you'll be able to receive it. Okay, pile 3. So that is what I have for you at this time. I hope that this reading resonated with you, and if it did, please like, subscribe, or comment down below. They all are very appreciated, and I look forward to reading for you all soon. Okay, so until then, pile 3.